as the home play. And this will not be returnable. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up second down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. It's caught right side, Dixon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Zero. Tempo. 18. Hey.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
19.
On first down, Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Wilson will throw again. Flush to his right. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Tempo, baby, let's go. Let's go to work. Come on. Clear. 14. Hey.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
To throw on 3rd down, Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Janikowski bangs it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Good to see this man running again. Here's Chris Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Janikowski adds the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jackson now to return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. Pressure up the middle, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Got some room at the 30, and he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Slow. Z.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Taylor. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They go play action now. Wilson. And the tight end Dixon left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go 14. Good guy, 4 down.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
14. Go.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Carson. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Come on, let's go. 12. Hey.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Corey Legion able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
14.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Play action. It's Wilson. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Slow.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger 1st. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second down, here's Taylor. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Third and long, it's Taylor. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
To punt it away on fourth down, here's Drew Kaiser. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And he's into the end zone. Chargers touchdown.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Point after here coming up. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll begin the drive with Carson. Corey Liggett makes the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check 50, check 50. Punch left, punch left. Hey, hey.
On second down, here's Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Rookie Derwin James with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
On third down, Taylor. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this.
19. Gotta go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's Wilson. It's complete to Jerron Brown. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Wilson now on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And Dixon has it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On second down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. He hits Baldwin right side. And he's got this down to the 35. First down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Gotta go.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A sizable gain there of 9 yards, but it's still third and long.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first. They'll toss it out to Carson. And he's across the... Find a way to stretch their lead. Janikowski good with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Williams loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10.
0-0-0. Gotta go.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jerron Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Jackson now to return. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Jackson now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. There for the tackle, Jacob Martin.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And a quick slant gets exactly 10. And by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Slow.
A toss play, Gordon. Finding some room at midfield. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. So that'll back him up 5. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Slow. Slow.
Now Taylor. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Flushed out right, and they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They run it here with Gordon. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run.
And now here's another interception. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Gotta go.
On first down, Wilson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Steps away to his left. He lets it fly from... And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Slow.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. And Justin Coleman brings him down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now Taylor to throw. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Big jumbo. Let's go, 14.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
14, run it.
Operating from the gun. Wilson. It's caught right side. Dixon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And Janikowski bangs it through. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jackson now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Ball pops out, incomplete. We have not seen a...
Been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And he goes down.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly... From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he's going to score.
Athleting them, which is often the case. But by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at him and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Jackson now to return. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I've thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Slow. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Slow. Check.
On 3rd down, that's Gordon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Slow. Ready. 319. 319. Slow. Z.
Here we go. It's Taylor on fourth down. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, first and 10.
Hey. 4 down. Slow. Check the backer. Kill. Slow. Right there, 54 Mike.
Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Z.
Again, now it's Taylor on second and 10. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Everyone's got 4 down.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here from Melvin Gordon. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Slow.
On second down, Taylor. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Janikowski adds the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Jackson now to return. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On second down, here's Taylor. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Taylor looking to throw on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Chargers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Taylor. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. So out come the Chargers. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Tackle made by Delano Hill. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Running left, it's Gordon on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell him, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
A big guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.